Hey, it's Greg Milby, community storyteller for Kentucky's Heartland. Here is my friend who I think has grown in 2020.
I don't know what's going on.
I like it.
I was checking the chair heights. All our chair heights are the same, but somehow perspective, camera, whatever. I'm big man on campus right now.
It's finally happened, Bart.
Finally.
You've hit your growth spurt. This is awesome.
I was always a late bloomer.
Colton Smith is over here with us, too. We'll talk to Colton. He is our spotlight for this month. And then David Hussey down here on the end. He's a professional. And we'll talk about that here in just a couple of minutes.
Pressure.
I know, a lot of pressure now. So look,
A lot of syllables.
He didn't say what a professional what, though.
You seem set up. He kind of perked up a little bit like, oh, yeah.
Well, I can't be shorter than Bart.
It's literally impossible.
Something I don't think I've ever heard. I'm short, except for Colton down here.
There you go.
But, he's working on it. All right, so Colton, you're the pride of East Hardin Middle School, right?
I guess now.
Okay. All right, so what grade are you rolling through?
I'm in 7th grade right now.
Good deal. So you have spent, you've spent most of your life on the stage of the PAC, haven't you?
Actually, I've only done one show with the PAC.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've done 2 shows with my school that were at the PAC, but mainly only one.
You're like 6, man. That's most of your life. All right, no.
Not
So let's talk about something cool you did during the holiday season. So you spent the whole winter season at Derby Dinner Playhouse doing the Christmas story. All right, so how did that come about?
So my grandma found on their website the audition information for A Christmas Story. And then, so I went to the audition, very nervous, didn't think I would even have a chance. And then I got the role. And so then that has been 3 months of my life that have been pure chaos.
And he was
But
great. He was
great
hilarious.
fun.
He was fantastic.
So you were there almost every night, or you were in rotation?
It was in rotation, but a lot of the days there were 2 shows, a matinee and an evening show, so I would have to be at one of them, at least.
Okay, so it was your grandmother that...
Yes.
Okay.
She found the
actually
audition.
the second story about his grandmother forcing him on stage that I've heard this morning already. She's like your agent. Does she get a cut?
Not really,
No?
because she doesn't do any of the paperwork. That's my mom's job.
There you go.
I'm going to tell you what I thought happened. Here's what I thought the story was going to be. I thought the story was going to be, my dad really loves that chocolate lava cake thing they have at intermission. And he was like, you are trying out for this show, because if you get that show, I get to have that chocolate lava cake like 6 times a week.
Well,
That's
that was part of the reason why I did audition. I didn't really have a choice at that point.
Did you put that in your contract? Chocolate lava cake every night?
Of course.
Yeah, you're a smart guy. That's good. So what has people seen you on the stage at the PAC doing?
I have done with Youth Theater of Hardin County Addams Family. That was the first thing with the PAC that I had done. And that's the only thing I've done.
Well, you did a couple of school things,
Yes,
too.
I did Junie B. Jones and Bremen Town Jam with Lincoln Trail.
So why are you so interested in the stage?
It's just really fun to be on stage and to express myself on stage and to be in a different personality.
Okay, because I can
That's
tell
really
you're like
fun.
always in a box. You're not very personable, are you? So if you were not allowed, if your parents grounded you forever in life from being on stage, what would you be doing?
I would be reading and writing
Oh,
because I'm very interested in that.
good. Do you get nervous on stage?
The first time I do a show, yes.
Okay.
But once I do the second one, I'm good.
All right. So even though you haven't been on stage much at the PAC, you've done a few shows. Why is the PAC so important to you?
It really just, I've been going there a lot with my grandparents, both sides of my family, because my cousin was in the PAC, and so was one of my mom's friend's son. So I've seen a lot of shows at the PAC, and it's just really fun to be part of something that I grew up with.
Good stuff. Yeah. So when you grow up, what are you going to be?
Taller.
Taller. That's the perfect answer of the day. You have any idea what you want to do yet?
I want to be an actor plus author.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. You're 7th grade. You got plenty of time.
I do.
You can chill.
Yeah.
You can worry about that later. Hey, congratulations on being featured.
Thank you.
Well deserved, and we look forward to great things from you in the future on the
Thank you.
stage. So just remember that every time that I see you on the stage, my eyes are on you.
Got it.
Don't screw it up.
No
Got
pressure.
it.
All right.
No pressure.
So, David, eyes are on you too.
Hey,
Sherlock Holmes.
the one, the only.
So you are the lead.
I am? You didn't tell me
You
that.
should probably get that.
Now the pressure sets in.
I can't do that.
So how did this happen? How did this role happen here at the PAC with Sherlock Holmes?
Well, as you know, Bart's been putting on these Sherlock Holmes things, since he was in New York.
Yeah.
And then here. And a good friend of mine that I was in The Odd Couple with at Derby dinner had been Sherlock Holmes, but couldn't do this one, and suggested me for the role. And Bart took a look and said,
He's tall.
he fits the costume,
He
yeah.
fits costume.
So,
He said, he's tall.
yeah.
That'll do.
And by the time the words got up to me, it was a week later. And I accepted. So.
Audition was over, and he's like,
No.
"What? I got the role."
But it's, what better role is there? I mean, there's Hamlet, there's Minnie Pearl, there's, but Sherlock Holmes is something I've always wanted to do, feel that smart, to
be the smartest person in the room for once in your life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
We
never
all want
auditioned
that.
for that role.
Yeah, so I'm doing what, no. You could be a good Watson, though.
Watson from the backstage.
That was good.
That's it. I think
Nice.
You better save that.
but it's safe. There's no doubt. So what? I mean, had you ever been to the PAC?
No.
So what was your first impression walking into the Hardin County School?
I was amazed. It's an incredible facility. You just think, wow, this is pro-grade stuff. This is amazing. And then I met people there right away, which was good. And they're just the best people. Just, there's people, theater family when you meet them. And it's that instant connection where you're of the like mind and you're creative. And then when you join together and you're creating something together, it's almost like you're in battle to conquer this thing. And it just brings you closer together. So you've probably felt this. You just have a friendship and a family. So I felt that instantly, which was
Well, you
a
even
real
mentioned
part
that
of the draw.
with youth theater, how everybody bonded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody really just connected instantly.
Yeah.
It's a clubhouse. It really is.
It
a
is,
group.
yeah.
So how did you get started? I mean, can we talk about Colton, where he's been on the stage a
Colton's
couple of
grandma
times?
just pushed me right on stage. And I couldn't say no.
That's the best answer of the day. It's awesome. So how did you get started?
No, I was, my mom just gave my brother and I every opportunity to do anything we wanted when we were growing up, and even stuff we didn't want to do. And this just came up. So when I was 11, there was a theater school just starting. This was in Texas. I grew up in Texas. And as soon as I did that first recital thing, which was, do you remember C.W. McCall?
I do.
Okay. We
Convoy.
did a lip sync to a song of C.W. McCall's about two truck drivers. And when the first laugh, I was hooked, and that was it. No chance of me doing anything else, to contribute to society and scientific well-being. So, so I just started there and then just acted wherever I could. That theater school carried on through high school. I did shows through there. And then I went to SMU in Dallas in theater, moved to LA, did a bunch of stuff there for a lot of years. And then we had a child and wanted to raise him with family. My wife's from Louisville, so we moved up here, came here. Now, my wife, being from Louisville, had done shows at Derby Dinner when she was a kid. Mm-hmm. So I'd been hearing about this place for a long time and meeting people every time we came back here, for holidays and stuff. And so when we first moved here, then I said, we went and got to see a show, and my son asked the guy who was the host, he came out to, host the thing, and Tony Lynn said, I worked with him. So she had worked with him when she was, this is Carrie Wieger, who just was the main narrator, Jules guy in Christmas Story, if you saw him. So we talked to him after. My son said, can I have a tour of the theater? Which is, I was proud of my 4-year-old.
That's awesome.
For that. And then after a while, Carrie said, we're doing Elf, and you're tall. Are you an actor? I said, yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Same thing like you did. Lead?
Yeah. So I auditioned and had a blast and got to be Buddy the Elf 2 years ago. So we've both done Christmas shows there. So we're kind of family. Yeah. And I got to do a couple more shows there. And then I'm doing a Kentucky Shakespeare thing coming up in the spring.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I've done, I did Shakespeare in Texas. I've just been lucky enough to keep working ever since Colton's grandma shoved me out there.
There you go. You know what? Life is all about Colton's grandma. And I don't want to tell you stories that I know. I'm just saying, we'll leave it at that.
If you want to be on the stage, you know who to meet.
I saw that on a wooden plaque at Cracker Barrel.
You did. It did. Oh, hey, Bart, so Sherlock Holmes, I know that's right here with you. It's right here in your heart. So talk about it. Talk about tickets and how folks can come out and see this wonderfully talented guy.
Well, like David said, this is the fourth and final of the stage adaptations that we've done of the 4 Sherlock Holmes novels. And some people will be really excited about that, and other people will be very relieved that this is the last one. But they've all been slightly different in our approach to each one of them. This one, I think, is a really unique approach, and it is the culmination of all of there's been little Easter eggs and plot points through the first 3 that all culminate in this adaptation and the face-to-face battle between Sherlock and Moriarty, which is what everybody's been waiting for. Tickets are on sale now. You can get them at thepac.net or call us at 270-769-8837. It'll be live on stage, and it'll be streamed live all the last weekend of January.
One of the only pluses that's come out of the pandemic is that opportunity to see the streaming shows that you've made available to people.
We streamed Hound of Baskervilles last year because we could not have an in-person audience, and that was the first. I said, "Well, before you say yes, watch this," and I was able to provide that to David. And he went, "Yeah, right."
Yeah, the production value is incredible. And the people and the adaptation is just wonderful. It's very engaging. It's very alive. And the way it's staged on a moving turntable and with sparse furniture and miming the props, it keeps it very exciting.
I always say this is a lean in. Sometimes we go to theater and we go, oh, sit back, relax. Mm-hmm. This is definitely a lean in.
Okay. All right, good stuff. ThePAC.net is where you get that information. Matter of fact, while you're there picking up tickets for Sherlock Holmes, just pick up tickets for the entire season.
Yeah, we got a bunch of good stuff coming up.
ThePAC.net, great stuff. David, good to meet you, man.
Thank you,
Look
too,
forward
Greg.
to seeing you on stage.
Appreciate
Colton, what's up?
What's up?
All right, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Rocking out 7th grade.
Yep.
Hair's looking good too, by the way.
Thanks.
I notice things like that. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Look, this is the longest my hair's been in a while. I feel like a hippie. I'm going to have to cut it to
Look
later
at this.
today. I don't want to talk about yours, man. It's like locks over there. Bart Lovins, the director of the Hardin County Schools Performing Arts Center, and this is our monthly PAC Spotlight. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.